Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about electric tap warmers. Different wattages, different styles, different companies, and hopefully it will help some of you out there that has had many questions, and that's why I'm doing this video, because I've had a lot of requests on which is the best warmer to use. Now, there is no such thing as the best warmer to use. It all depends on the person, what you're looking for, what style, how long you want your scent to last in your warmer. You know, it just all depends. If you're only using soy, you're melting hard wax. So hopefully this video will help with all those questions, because I have different warmers here, different wattages. So I'm going to get right into it. Over here is 3 warmers that are my all-time favorite. These 3 right here. I'm going to show you the first one. And these ones are the electric ones. Obviously, all of them are, except for one in this video. And it has the on and off switch right here, so you just plug it in, and you flick the switch, and it usually has like a little red, this one doesn't, but it usually has a little red coloring right there to indicate that it's on. But you don't even need that. You'll be able to see right here with the indication like that your warmer is on. It will turn red. It is a hot plate, so on top here you can melt a candle as well. And what I do is I don't melt the whole candle. I melt the candles when they're down to the last bit of wax and the candle won't light anymore. I put them on my warmers. Unless I have a really great scenting candle that the candle's acting real funny, I will put it on a warmer once in a while. And then here is the topper. Now, it's a good deep size topper. I like this one a lot. Pardon the inside. That is what happens when you're using wax that's colored. The dyes inside will stain the top of your warmers if you have like a white or a cream color. The other colors you don't see, but it's just fair warning, if you're getting a white or a cream colored one, the wax will, the dye will burn and stay on there, but that's quite all right. You're going to have wax in this, so it doesn't matter. This one here is an 18-watt warmer. It will melt all types of wax, and it melts it fairly quickly. And why I'm going to show you right now Candles by Victoria, because this tends to be the hot topic on YouTube, is what warmer can I purchase that will melt Candles by Victoria's scent shots, because her wax is very hard. They will not melt in Scentsy warmers or light bulb warmers or anything like that. It has to be a hot plate. That's the number 1 rule. And it doesn't matter basically what wattage your hot plate is, as long as it has a hot plate and not a light bulb. It will definitely melt your Tart. This one I paid $8 for. You can find these on eBay. A lot of vendors sell their own Tart warmers. For me, Vista Wholesale. That's my big secret, Vista Wholesale. And you have to, and the thing with Vista Wholesale is I like to purchase 2 because the shipping is down. Like, if you purchase 1, the shipping might be like $7 or something like that, or $8. I don't know. But if you purchase 2, it's a lot cheaper. And it's still, if you purchase 2 warmers and pay the shipping, it's still cheaper than a lot of the expensive warmers that are out there. I love it. So go there, purchase 2 warmers, or purchase 1. Go in with a friend. My mother will purchase a warmer and I'll purchase a warmer. So it works out great, and we just split the shipping. So that's it, Vista Wholesale. And the best thing about Vista Wholesale is they're constantly adding new warmers. So if you go on there today and you say, oh, there's not much on here, there's not many colors, this and that, there's not many designs, keep looking during the week, because they change all the time. They're constantly adding new ones. They're bringing back old ones. They're bringing back different colors. So that's always changing. That's the best thing about Vista Wholesale. They will constantly be changing and keeping up with what's popular. Now this one here is the 24-watt electric warmer, and this is the most popular that a lot of people purchase. It's very big, as you can tell. The inside is huge. It does have a hot plate, and again, I put my candles on here. This one, and now another wax that will melt in any of these plates, these hot plates, is Yankee Candle. These will not melt very good in light bulb warmers at all. Hot plates, definitely. Actually, I'm going to be melting this biscotti one right after this video because I love it. I have it going right now. Oh, my kitchen's awesome. This melts perfectly at 1 cube. You could put 2 cubes in there. I mean, it's definitely a deep topper. And this, again, has the on and off switch as the other one. It indicates when it's on. This one I paid $7.50 at Vista Wholesale. You cannot go wrong with their prices. You just can't. Like I said, play around on there with the shipping. If you add 1 warmer, see how much the shipping is. If you add 2 warmers, see what the shipping is. It might be better to purchase 2 warmers. If you don't need 2 warmers, put one aside for a gift, for Christmas, whatever, or go in with a friend. But I highly recommend Vista Wholesale. Now, the only thing with the 25-watt warmers is, and this is the big question, I don't know why I pulled that back there, is it melts the wax very quickly because it's hot. Very, very quickly. It also melts the scent very quickly. So you might get, out of a Yankee Candle Tart, in this type of warmer, I would say you might get about 5 hours, depending on the scent. Now, remember, it all depends on the scent. Some scents are weaker, some scents are stronger. Same with different companies. Just because it smells strong doesn't mean that the tart itself is strong. So you might not get as much. It just all depends on the scent and the tart, vendor or company you're using. But still, I'd say 5 the most for me, I would say, for a Yankee Tart in the 24-watt. I can get in my 18-watt warmer with a Yankee Tart probably 7. So, difference. 18-watt, 24-watt. Yes, it burns a little bit quicker, not much. I mean, there's not much of burning it quicker. This one here still burns the tart very quickly, so there is not much of a difference in that. There is a little bit of a difference on how much longer you're going to get the scent. My next one, this one I have to say is my all-time favorite warmer. And I've had this for a while. And it's on right now, and it has the switch. And the switch has a red, let me see if I can grab that. See, it shows the red right there stating that it's on. This one is in my bedroom. I love it. I've had this for probably 4 or 5 years, so it has been through the ringer, as you can see. It's all this color up there, but oh my gosh, it's awesome. You can find these on eBay, but they're expensive. They're about $23, $25, and the shipping is up there. If you check Vista Wholesale, right now they don't have this one, but they do get it, and they sell it probably for $10.50. Now, I do have to also mention the size like this one, the 18 wattage, sometimes you'll find on Vista Wholesale, or actually quite often they will have a solid color and they have inspirational writing all on the bottom. Love, laugh, live, family, inspiration. I love those ones because they have it going all the way across. This one I got from Soyalicious, and Soyalicious was known to have the inspirational ones, and they had the ones I was stating before with the writing at the bottom with the solid color. And I paid maybe $34 for this one at the time. Didn't know any better. So you live and learn. But I love it. Now this one is a 14 watt. And the hot plate is a lot smaller. So you can only put a small candle on there. And as you see, I have this one going. This one goes in my bedroom. This one is banana caramel cupcake in there. It smells amazing. I have to say with this warmer, this lasts the longest for holding your scent. I mean, I can have, now this banana caramel cupcake I put in yesterday morning in my bedroom. I had it going for probably 5 hours during the day, turned it off. When I came home, I put it back on and had it going all night. And when I woke up this morning, it still had set. Now, I like to melt a tart while I'm sleeping. Depending on the company and the size cube, I mean, little samplers that I get might only last me the night. Sometimes I can get 2 whole days out of a scent with this warmer because it is a lower wattage. It's 14 watts. It doesn't melt the wax as quickly, but that's okay. It will probably melt the wax within like 25 minutes, but you can still smell it. Give it 10 minutes, you'll start smelling it. All 3 of these warmers, again, will melt Candles by Victoria Scent Shots, Yankee candles. These will melt all types. Soy wax, palm wax, hard wax, paraffin wax, all of them. Now, again, check on Beast of Wholesale. You'll probably be able to get this when they do have them for like $10.50. But it's my all-time favorite. These 3 type of warmers would be my most recommended ones to use. 14 watt, 18 watt, and 24 watt. You cannot go wrong with these. And they have in so many different styles. Right now they have butterflies, they have birds, they have inspirational, they have Americana. Check out Vista, they have a lot. Now, I'm going to go to Scentsy. Vista Wholesale also sells, you will notice, a lot that look like Scentsy warmers. And these are older ones. I have not purchased any newer ones from Scentsy, so these are older ones probably about 4 years ago. And again, Vista Wholesale does sell the plug-ins as well for a lot cheaper. Now, these from Scentsy are the ones with the 25-watt light bulb. And they only melt soft wax. So, of course, Scentsy wax obviously works in there. Any type of soy wax, Partylite wax melts in here as well because it's a softer wax. Only soy, palm, and like I said, wax from Scentsy and Partylite will melt in these warmers. Now, what I have found, and this is what came with my kit. I don't even think they have this one anymore. 25-watt light bulb is inside. It has an on and off switch like the other ones. The plate comes off so that you can clean out your wax. Now, the only problem with the square ones from Scentsy, I would not recommend any square ones, but when you're melting your tarts, it only melts in the middle. All around the sides here does not harden. Does not soften. It stays hard. I don't like that. I don't use this. I used to. I don't use it anymore. I think it's been probably over a year that I've used this warmer. The square ones, for some reason, the light bulb does not get all the way up around the tops here if you're putting a lot of wax. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the square. Now, here is a rounder one. And again, it's 25-watt light bulb. This one is in my son's room, and I only use this as like a decorational night light. I don't even use wax in there anymore. This again, same thing, only melts soft wax like Scentsy. It's a beautiful warmer. I love it. They're like $30. Now the problem I'm having with Scentsy, or did have with Scentsy, I should say, is after a while the felt at the bottom comes off. As you see, there is no felt. And what happens is it burns your surface. So I always leave it on some type of plate because of that. I've had to, this one over here, the square one, I have had to hot glue the felt back on. For some reason, the felt gets really hot, and eventually it just comes off. And I'm going to say after a year and a half maybe of having the warmers, I've had this happen to 3 of them. So be very careful of the felts. Any warmers that have felt on the bottom, the heat eventually, I would say 80% of the time, will melt the felt right off. And I have stains, and I'll put a picture up of what happened on my mantle. Not having a hot plate. I did have it on a runner, and it went right through the runner and burnt the whole top of my mantle. So you have to be, that's why I don't purchase Scentsy warmers anymore. It's nothing to do with the Scentsy wax. The Scentsy wax is good. It smells great. I have no problems with that. I have to say the warmers, though, I have had problems. That's why, personally, I don't purchase them anymore. So if you have a Scentsy warmer, I would recommend putting some type of plate underneath it. And Scentsy does now sell square and round wrought iron plates. So I would recommend purchasing one. And here is one of them. It's for the square, but you can use it as a round one. They have square and they have round from Scentsy. And you can just place your warmer on top. and it's a lot more safer. I would highly, if you don't like them, like I didn't really like this after a while, so I put a plate, obviously. It just didn't look good with this. But they do sell them. If not, just get a plate and put it on there. You know, even if you haven't had problems, I really would, because it's happened to three of my warmers, and a few of my customers has had problems. My cousin, my mother, with the felt just falling right off. So that's why I don't sell Scentsy anymore. It's because I couldn't stand by the warmers after a long period of use. You know, I was with Scentsy for over 2 years. I got high up in the company. But when your warmer is acting like that, I can't endorse a product like that. I can't. So that's why. Scentsy is beautiful. They range about $30 for their warmers. Some of them are $32. A bit pricey. The light bulbs to change are only $1 through Scentsy to purchase. They're beautiful. They have tons to choose from. But here's a secret. Vista Wholesale has some, not the baseball warmers, but they have some real pretty ones that are just like the Scentsy, for probably $10.50. So check on there. Here is Scentsy's plug-in with the 15-watt bulb, which is great for bathrooms. I don't use this anymore in my bathroom. I used to. Again, it holds just 1 cube inside. It only melts the soft wax. And, of course, this will take a little bit longer because it is a 15-watt bulb. There is some on Vista Wholesale and other places that have a topper that comes right off. A lot easier. I got rid of them because I really don't use these anymore. But I would recommend the ones that the toppers come off. They have a higher wattage bulb, and they melt all types of wax. So check on Vista Wholesale for that. But if you like, if you're only using soft wax and Scentsy's wax and things like that, their plugins are absolutely gorgeous. I have to say, I used to have about 5 or 6 of them, and I would have loved to have gotten the seashell. But the thing is, I melt all types of wax. You know, hard wax, soft wax, soy wax, palm wax. So it just didn't make any sense for me. But, like I said, if you love Scentsy's Tart, then purchase the Scentsy warmer. They are great warmers. I mean, they're beautiful warmers. I can't say they're great warmers as performance-wise because of what happened. But they are beautiful warmers. And the plugins I have no problem with. I've had no problems with the plugins whatsoever. None. Because there is no felt. It's just the bottom here to plug it in. And your on and off switch is right here. So it's easy. You just turn it on. Lights up. It's a beautiful night light, I have to say. It's just after a while this got hard for me to clean up because I'd have to wait for the wax to harden, and sometimes people would tip it, you know, hit it, and the wax would tip over. So I don't use the plugins anymore. So those are Scentsy. I'm going to quickly show you now just a tea light. I have one tea light, and of course this is the easiest method. A lot of people started out this way, where you just light a tea light, unscented, light it, put your Tart in the top, and there you go. It melts the wax perfectly. Now this one is actually one from Bath and Body Works, and it's one for oils, but I use it for my Tarts. And I have one in there right now from Yankee. So you can melt any type of wax in a tea light warmer. Holds the wax scent in there longer because it is by a flame, and the flame, you know, the tea lights last about 3 hours. Now I only cut 1/4 of a cube, or like 1/4 of anything, like 1/4 of Yankees I cut and I put on top. And it's the perfect amount of wax for my bathroom. I use this in my bathroom. If the wallflower isn't giving me a good performance, I just pull this out in 3 hours. I just use only the 3 hours a day. That's it. Once the tea light goes out, it's done. But I love them. And these you can get cheap. You can find them anywhere. You can find them at Bath and Body Works. You can find them Yankee, eBay, Vista, you name it, you can find them. They're ranging anywhere from like $7. Some of them can be up there to like $20, depending on how fancy you want. But they're perfect. I have one from Better Homes. Now this one's a Better Homes and Gardens. I've not tried the Sensational one yet. The Sensational ones are a little more different for the toppers. Of course, I only have one, and it's a holiday one. Again, it has the light bulb. But for some reason, I don't know why, but it melts the hard wax. I don't understand it. I cannot melt these in my Scentsy warmer. I have tried. The ones that I have don't melt these wax. They kind of just sit up there and float in a little bit of oil. That's it. Love these cubes. I have to say, even with this though, when I put the wax cube from Better Homes and Gardens in this warmer, it took about an hour to get an even pool of wax. It is very shallow. You really cannot put too much wax in this one, but it's a holiday one. And again, it's an on and off switch in the back, and it lights up. It's adorable. I only paid like $15. Did not melt Candles by Victoria very good. The Yankees was all right. I could get some of the Yankees to melt, but for the most part, soft wax. And like I said, even their wax took me like an hour. In this one, this is the Better Homes and Gardens one, the holiday edition, limited edition. I have not tried the Sensationals yet, so I cannot quote if the Sensationals work better. I have seen that they do, and they melt the wax a lot better. But if you're looking for a warmer where you just want to start out with, you don't want to pay shipping and handling, go to your Walmart and pick up a Sensational warmer. This one, like I said, is from Better Homes and Gardens. They have Sensationals. It has a light bulb inside. It has an on and off switch. It plugs in. They're only $15. And you could pick up Sensational or Better Homes and Gardens wax cubes, and they will melt in there. And with any soft wax. That is probably your best bet if you want to get started on your Tart venture. If you're just starting out, just try, one of these warmers. You could pick them up today. And they have awesome scents. I do love their cubes. Better Homes and Gardens and Sensationals. I love their wax cubes. Many to choose from. The last company I have to talk about is Partylite. Here we go. And I do enjoy their wax melts. I haven't had a problem there. They melt in most of my warmers, except, like I said, Scentsy, they don't. Now, why I have two, I'll tell you. When I got this snowman, which they can be expensive, they could be like $35. Wait for the clearance section. You can get them for like $10. This one I think I paid I paid half price. I paid $15 when I was at a party. But I know many people here on YouTube, when they were having their clearance, you could get them for like $10 or $7, something like that. It has a hot plate on top, which is awesome. And it does plug in. Let me show you. It does plug in. And it has an on and off switch right there. And you know that it's on because it will light up. There is a light that just is an ambiance. It doesn't have anything to do with melting the wax, so it will light up. It's adorable. I have a picture. I have it going in one of my videos during Christmas, so you can check that out. And excuse the mess. Like I said, the white tends to stain. You just put your little topper on there, and it melts all. I've had no problem with this one. It has melted all types of wax, Candles by Victoria, Yankee, different vendors out there, Kim's Tarts, all that. And you can put a little candle on top because it's not real big. You can put a little 8-ounce candle on there to melt. I love it, and it melted nice and even in there, and it had a good scent to it. I don't know the wattage. I'm sorry I couldn't find it, but it melted all the wax, all the types of wax that I have. Absolutely love it. I highly recommend Partylite's warmers when they're on clearance. Like I said, they're expensive. Their cupcake one is so adorable. I know Scentsy is a cupcake warmer, but oh my goodness, check out Partylite. The cupcake warmer is absolutely adorable. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Now, here is the one that I thought I'd love. I said, okay, I'm going to get another one. I got this one on clearance. I think I paid like $8 or something for it. And it's originally $30-something, and it's an interchangeable warmer where these are metal pieces that just pop right off. Hold on. Camera down. I'll pull one off on the side here. They pop off. And they get different style snowflakes, and they got a magnet. So you can have different styles. This one has a pumpkin and things like that, and it's still pretty much lit. Now, the reason why this one did not make me happy, and it has, again, the hot plate, it's square. Okay? If you bought this warmer and you're saying, oh my goodness, I had a hard time with the wax, it wasn't melting evenly, it wasn't melting all the way, it's because it's square. I should have known better because, like I said, I had a problem with Scentsy. For some reason, and it makes sense, the square ones just don't melt good. If you have a round topper, the wax is going to stay in place. It's not going to go up on the sides because this has a little bit of a lip right here, and it goes up. If the wax goes up there, it's not getting hit very good. It's not going to melt. If you have a round one, there is nowhere for the wax to go but to stay in the middle, and it melts evenly. So I would recommend, if you are looking for warmers, get a round topper. Round, not square. Like I said, I've learned with Scentsy. I thought it would be different with Partylite because it has a hot plate on top. No, it's not. It's totally the same because you figure the hot plate can only get the bottom. It doesn't get up inside. Like, it can only get the bottom. Here it is. Now, up here isn't getting hit. So the wax up on this lip part isn't going to melt. So I'm very disappointed. I did not spend a lot of money on that, but I'm disappointed. I am not disappointed with my snowman, and I will not be disappointed when I purchase more, which I will, that has a round topper. So that is Partylite. So here is all the different warmers to choose from. Like I said, these three over here are my all-time favorites. 14 watt, 18 watt, 24 watt. Scentsy, I have issues. Better Homes and Gardens, the one in the back, the holiday one did not do very well for me, but I did not try the sensational ones, so I do want to try their warmers and see if it's any better. Partylite, you can't go wrong. Plug-in, you can't go wrong if you want to only melt soft wax from Scentsy, but Vista Wholesale has ones that will melt all types of wax. And Partylite, they're gorgeous, they're ceramic, they're beautiful. Just look on the clearance section, unless you want to pay full price, $34, $35, and get a round topper. That's my advice, even with Scentsy, round topper, and don't forget your plate with any of your Scentsy warmers because I've had many issues, and I will show you. I did insert a picture in this video to show you. I know this video was super long, but I wanted to try to go through as many different warmers as I can to share with everybody. So if you have any questions, please comment below. I'll be happy to answer. I will leave websites below to check out for all these warmers and where you can purchase them. So thanks for watching. Bye.